Welcome back to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Two incumbent MPs say without a shadow of a doubt they are going to contest their seats in the next general election. They say their work speaks for itself and constituents continue to place faith in their capabilities. First-time MP Dominic Fede says he has no plans to leave the fray of politics after clenching a win in 2016 against the SLP's John Victorin in the Ancillary Cannery seat. Fede was named Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for tourism and broadcasting. According to Fede, he has given exemplary performance as both a Member of Parliament for Ancillary Canneries and Minister. He is confident that a win in the next general election is a foregone conclusion.
Oh, I wouldn't understand why there would be any doubt. I think I'm very strong in the constituency, doing very, very well. Very proud of the work that we've done. I mean, when you look at we were talking about the roads in Millet a short time ago. The Derando Community Center. Go look at the Jackmel playing field. I invite you to a tour and show you some of the advancements we've done. We've had to complete the Canneries Bridge. We've had to complete the Canneries Stadium. We've done a new water project in Canneries to ensure good water supply. The people of Techime in Millet have complained for many years that the John Compton Dam is in their backyard. But they've had the worst water supply in St. Lucia. We've now been able to rectify that situation and significantly improve their water supplies. A lot of communities that were locked off from the main highways that had to walk through muds, like the people in Monda, for example, will tell you their roadways are the best that it has been in the history of their entire life. We've done new laundry facilities in Roseau. If you go to the hotels, you'll see more and more an increased number of trained, talented, bright young people from my constituency working in those areas. We're just about to start construction on the Ancillary Health Center. And then Ancillary Waterfront is going to be totally transformed into a village tourism project, which is truly outstanding, and I can't wait to see its completion.
Long-standing UWP member and Castries North MP Stevenson King has also indicated his intention to contest the next general election. He is seemingly in no danger of losing his seat. In the last general election, he defeated the SLP's John Shalry convincingly. King is perhaps one of the most popular politicians across both aisles of the political divide. He is one of the few MPs on the government side who is spoken of in favorable terms by members of the opposition.
I'm certainly going to run again. Once the people request me to do it, I'll do it as long as my health is in order and my health is in fine shape. I'm ready to run with you.
The confirmation by these two MPs is in contrast to statements by Schwurzel MP Bradley Felix, who has chosen to play his cards close to his chest.
There's certain processes before election, the direction the party wants to go, and there may be other people who want to contend the seat because it doesn't belong to any one person. And so it's an open house around that time. So to make an announcement at this point, yes, I'm running, no, I'm not running, I think it's a little bit too early. So I will leave that for closer to the date. Right now, my focus is just to do as much as I can for the community, try to achieve some of the goals that I had set out. And really, that's my focus now. But to say at this point that I can indicate whenever that time is called, that yes, I'm on board, or no, I'm not on board, I think it's a little bit too early. I'll invite you a little closer to that time to give a response.
The next general election is expected to be keenly contested between the SLP and UWP. It is constitutionally due by 2021. Both parties have been accused of never actually stopping their campaigning in the aftermath of the 2016 general election. Rush hour traffic has become a daily obstacle to commuters along the John Compton Highway. Many turn to the use of backroad alternatives to avoid facing the long lines of traffic. However, one of the most affected categories of commuters do not have this option. Police officers have cracked down on the use of backroads and bypasses by minibus drivers as they commute along the Groseley to Castries route. PRO for the Groseley Minibus Association, Thomas St. Louis, says this is a major inconvenience to drivers and commuters.
Public Relations Officer for the Groseley Minibus Association, Thomas Louis, requested to speak with Hot 7 News on an issue he claims is detrimental to the efficiency of minibus operations along the John Compton Highway. St. Louis says before traffic officer intervention, drivers were able to use bypasses and back roads in order to transport passengers in a timely manner during rush hours. However, St. Louis says that drivers are now barred from doing so, and he believes it poses the greatest challenge to the commuters.
On a morning, the fact that the minibuses have to go through traffic like anybody else, that is putting a halt on us meeting our commuters, our passengers, in a timely manner on a morning, especially rush hour, to take them to the destination in a timely manner. The reason for that, again, is because, one of the biggest reasons is because we were stopped from using the back road.
St. Louis says that before the police crackdown, drivers had developed an effective means of using alternative routes to serve passengers more efficiently. He says that he understands the need for traffic legislation, but believes that this issue needs to be revisited.
Just before that initiative came about, we put in some initiative in the morning where it was working to a certain effect. But now that they blocked that road, we're back to square one. So I think the authorities need to review the bypass. And we are hoping and asking the authorities to at least consider us by opening the back road to public transport, at least within peak hours, rush hours, in the morning. So that can help us get to our passengers in a timely manner.
St. Louis says focus should be placed mainly on the Bois d'Ouage area, as the use of this bypass had previously decreased the duration of rush hour trips by up to half an hour. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
A unique opportunity has been presented to the public, and they are being called on to engage in dialogue on citizen security with the Regional Security System, RSS, and local law enforcement on Friday, the 20th of September at the City Hall in Castries from 10:30 a.m. The Regional Security System, RSS, in collaboration with the Department of Home Affairs and National Security and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, will jointly host the panel discussion on the topic Transitioning the Police from a State-Centered Approach to a Citizen-Oriented Approach to Security. The forum on Friday, the 20th of September at the City Hall in Castries from 10:30 a.m. has been purposefully designed so that the public, including people from various organizations, may feel free to walk in, participate, and contribute positively to the discussion. The panel discussion is made possible through the RSS 10th EDF program of activities and seeks to contribute towards capacity building and institutional responses to crime, including the illicit trafficking of drugs, public support for law enforcement initiatives, and understanding of other key social dynamics is expected to be bolstered through an ongoing public awareness campaign, which is being led by the Regional Security System, RSS. Similar discussions have been hosted in other islands, drawing successful reviews. The dialogue in St. Lucia will be the final edition of a series around the region and will hopefully culminate on a high note. The RSS is hoping the St. Lucian public will turn out in great numbers to make the event meaningful through participation, and organizers hope to attract diverse voices that are representative of various sectors of the society. Minister with responsibility for the island's infrastructure, Stephenson King, has indicated that life could soon be breathed into the long-derelict Hypermart project, which is more commonly known as the Dyer Mall in Bois d'Ouage. The project has been a topic of controversy from inception and has led to back and forth over plans for the structure between three terms of the UWP and SLP respectively. When asked for an update on the structure, which has served as a major eyesore for well over a decade, King said interest has been shown in the building by an investor.
The arrangements have been made through the Ministry of Economic Development and the Prime Minister. I do not have the full details. What I do know is an investor out of Trinidad will be engaged with the government in an arrangement that will allow the government to be able to utilize the building while the investor would develop the building.
The multi-million-dollar structure was acquired by the government in 2009. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. There's more news coming up after the break.